Hi everyone, welcome once more to yet another session of our tutorial series on the sales process tracker. So today we are going to be finalizing how to calculate unique sectors based on each of the uh, sales team sheet. And um, so we want to calculate just for these sectors, just unique number of unique sectors. And so what it means is that no matter how much this is populated, it just only show 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so yesterday I thought about saying, okay, unique, and just covering, highlighting this particular array. So we were having problem of so we're having problem of 0. So if I say equal count A and unique, it's going to show me 6. Meanwhile, it is 5. So I needed a way to um, remove 0 so that it doesn't count 0 as part of um, the field sectors, because this count A is to count cells that are not empty. Now, in order for me to do that, I think I did a little bit research and I came up with, for instance, if unique equals 0, I'm going to get false, 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 true, false, true. And I said, what if I use if equal to if each of these cells is true? I can then say, give me 1, else 0. So I'll get 0, and this will be 0, 0, 0, because this particular cell is true. That's why it gave me 1. And if I now do a sum of it, of all of these things, they are in number, I will just get 1. So what I was trying to do here is just to identify which part is going to give me 0. The reason is because in the unique, I'm going to copy the formula again, the unique formula. In the unique formula, it is recording empty space as 0, because like literally there's nothing there. So it's actually recording empty space as 0, and that can be a problem. So I'm looking for a way to just make this a particular number in such a way that if I have multiple zeros, it's still going to give me 0. So let's assume I copy this guy. Let's even say I have zeros. In fact, I think I'll test it with some zeros. Oh, it's not going to take 0. Oh, so it's not even going to take. So it's recording the empty spaces as a 0, as empty. So in order for me to now, so I can combine this in such a way that I'm just looking for empty spaces. So I can then say equal to sum. So I'm going to start from sum of if, then what am I doing? Unique. Now, unique of this particular array is unique equal to 0. So unique equal to 0 will give me false, 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 true, false, false, right? Then equal to true. So what I'm looking for is true. So if it is true, then give me 1, else 0. So if it is equal to true, what do I want? If it's equal to false, what do I want? So if it's equal to true, give me 1, else 0. Okay, so I didn't think, oh yeah, I think I'm supposed to end this place. Oh, this should be a double quote. I always used to forget. So at the end of the day, what I just did was, if any of this, so if any of these guy is equal to 0, so you see false is not 0, is not 0, is not 0, then true it is 0, right? Then if it is 0, if it is true, if it is true, register 1 for me, which is what I did here. Then sum everything, and it just summed 1. So what I just did was a summary of this, this, and this, a combination of it. And that way you'll be wondering, oh, why then should I do this? So because if I do count A, as I did earlier, of unique, because I want to get only unique sectors, and I highlight from 1 to 30, 1 to 38, right? It's gonna give me 6. Meanwhile, we only have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm looking for a way to delete this 0 from it. I don't know if you get. So this would, so it's supposed to give me 5. You count, it's supposed to give me only 5 unique sectors, but it's giving me 6 because it's identifying 0 as a sector, and I don't want that. So I have found a way to just count 0 out of everything, and this is it. So what I can now do is to copy this guy here, Control C, and come to this particular formula and say minus this, and you can see it gives me 5. What I can then do is just to click and drag the cluster, because then that is why I locked the row and left the column, but this I did not. So you could do that. Click and drag. So in order for you to apply this particular formula to each of these sheets, so we did for CAM, we'll do for CAM 1, 2, 3. So all we just need to do again is to do Control tilde, so that it can expose the formula that we used. And what I want to change is CAM to CAM 1, like that. So I'll do Control H. I will say CAM. What I want is CAM 1 for this first guy. Replace all. Now, if you go to options, be careful. So usually, just be careful the selection you select here as your options. I noticed that in Microsoft 365, so you better be careful. So CAM, I want CAM 2, replace all. It's only going to replace just this within the CAM within this particular formula, and the same thing, CAM 3. And we can test it when we are done. Close, Control tilde to. Okay, so I also have a 0 problem. I don't want that 0. So, God. Ooh. Okay, so I will say if if you can leave it if you want. I just have I don't know. I just have a 0 problem. I'm just weird like that. And yep. And I think I'll just end it with this. Yeah, so I'll click and drag. I'm good. Same thing with this guy. I'll copy here. Control C. If this guy is equal to 0, give me empty. Otherwise, same thing. So you can see just this removing the zeros. Same thing with this. So if whatever the outcome of this formula is equal to 0, it will give me 0. Give me empty, else. And I believe there's a simpler way to do this, but I can't think about anything now. I actually learned Excel with building of custom formulas. I don't know if there's a function that will do this. I really don't know. I can't tell you. I unfortunately, I learned Excel using the very long route. And so and I also use mathematics to learn Excel. I use the idea of maths to learn Excel. So the rest you can then format. So not started, you can also put zero if this is equal to zero, like that. And so the next thing we can actually do is to do like a revenue, cumulative revenue, right? Based on if any of these exists. You can just do equal to if any of if this, or you can just pick the total here, right? You just say total revenue, expected revenue is just equal to one. Then you can actually lock this because you don't want it to do anything, and you click and drag. Now what that's going to happen, what it's going to do is just for you to change this to cam one, cam two, like that, and cam three. That's the salesperson or the name of the sheet. And when you're done, you could just control alt equal say total expected maybe revenue, and so at least you know total expected revenue, you know, and the rest is just formatting. I'll just do this formatted. Of course, this one is in currency, so you have to put the currency to it. I like using currency than accounting. Yeah, so it just makes it looks neater. What else? So again, this is like the summary of individual sheets. And so with this, the business can actually take one glance and can make different decisions. And it's pretty interesting. So they don't. So if they want more details, they will now go to individual sheet if they so want. And you can actually use this for reporting, because reporting, especially business reporting, what they actually care about are numbers. So you don't need a lot of stories. What you just need are numbers. You can do formatting if something is zero, if something is not there, or if something is less. You can set like a threshold. If something is less than, let's say, less than 3, for instance, just make it red. Less than 3. So the less than 3 will just be equal to, then just do this, I think. Or is it just this guy? I don't know. Oh, so less than, sorry, many apologies, 3. I don't need to put equal. I forgot that it has already taken me to the less than. So you just highlight it if you so want. Maybe this color, if it's um, greater than 3. Oh no, let's do less than 4, greater than 3, less than 4, right? So greater than will be, let's do green. Yeah, so something like this, just to make it more colorful. So you can see when I say less than, so if I go to the rules, right? One of the rules is greater than 4, less than 3. Less than 3 is not taking care of 4. So what I'm now going to do is to double click and say greater than 3, apply. So you can see that's taking that's taking care of 4. However, it hasn't taken care of 3. So if I have anything that has 3, you can see here it hasn't taken care of it. So you could say less than 4. Yep, apply. And so with this you can just to make it colorful, eye-catching. So I'm going to apply same rule. Okay, sorry. Um, conditional formatting, manage rule. I'm just going to apply uh, uh, going to apply this date. Okay, apply. Oh, sorry, current selection. Current selection. I think, yeah, current selection. Ah, for some weird reason, it's not okay. So I think I have to do this individually. Again, that is how you might want to add to making your summary sheet more eye-catching. Uh, it's just unfortunate that you know part of your job is also aesthetics, but it's really important that you actually know how to do that, and I guess you do very fine. With that, I have come to the end of this sales process tracker template creation. I hope you guys will benefit from it. I'm going to add a link to the default tracker so you guys can use it to build from scratch. If you do have any questions, make sure you comment on the comment section. If you like the videos or the series rather, do like, subscribe, and share to those who might be interested in gaining experience with a real life project. With that, thank you very much. Have a wonderful day.